Once upon a time, in the open waters of the Baltic Sea, there were two ships. There was the ship of the kingdom of Hydrophilia Polaris, and the ship of the hydrophobic nation of Minis, each with only men aboard. Having only the same gender made the sailors very uncomfortable and stressed. In the Baltic Sea, there was also a very sad and lonely island of the United Ladies Republic of Lavaria that had only women. Many of the women wished to move and spread out from their small, homogeneous island. On one very special day, after many years of sailing, the two ships found the United Ladies Republic of Lavaria. The crewmen couldn't be happier. They would finally get to spread out from their old ships. As the crewmen of the ship of the hydrophobic nation of Minis prepared their lifeboats to reach the island, the sailors of the ship of the kingdom of Hydrophilia Polaris jumped into the ocean without any thought. The large and polar crewmen of the ship of the kingdom of Hydrophilia Polaris were able to cross the ocean easily. Unfortunately, as the large and polar crewmen reached the protective wall, they were unable to cross it due to their charge, shape, and size. As the crewmen of the ship of the kingdom of Hydrophilia Polaris were dissolving in the ocean, the crewmen of the ship of the hydrophobic nation of Minis were crossing the water to the island on their protective lifeboats. Here, the crewmen passed through the imperfections and cracks in the island's protective wall. Women from the island also leave through the same cracks. Thanks to the lifeboats, which carry the water-fearing crewmen of the ship of the hydrophobic nation of Minis, and the imperfections in the wall, the small men and women were able to finally spread out, and even out their numbers between the island and the ship. It could be said that the sailors provided the solvent to the ladies' solute. Unfortunately, the crewmen of the ship of the kingdom of Hydrophilia Polaris were not able to cross the rock wall of the island and spread out and meet new women. They were also sad that they dissolved themselves in the sea. Now more heterogeneous, the ship of the hydrophobic nation of Minis was now also more relaxed, and so the crew lived happily ever after. The island also became a much happier place, and over time even the identity of the island changed. The ladies and men were thankful for the small cracks in the wall that let them spread out, and to be in a more heterogeneous and less stressful environment.